The 2025 Ducati continues to redefine what it means to ride naked, at least in the motorcycle world, with the latest version of the Monster 937. It's light, aggressive, and stripped to the essentials, but don't mistake minimalism for simplicity. The 2025 Ducati Monster is all about precision engineering, Italian attitude, and raw street performance. And even though this is a car-focused channel, there's a lot to love here for fans of pure mechanical connection, just like we appreciate in high-performance cars. So today, we're diving deep into what makes the 2025 Monster 937 one of the most compelling middleweight street bikes on the market. First off, Ducati's Monster lineup has always been about the perfect blend of power and usability. The 937 Ingenia, officially a 937cc test Aster at 11.8 degrees Twina, is a compact powerhouse. For 2025, Ducati has refined the tuning and response of this motor, delivering about 111 horsepower at 9,250 rpm and 69 pounds-to-feet of torque at 6,500 rpm. That may not sound like superbike territory, but in a bike that weighs just 366 pounds dry, that power-to-weight ratio is no joke. Twist the throttle, and the torque hits hard, especially in the mid-range. It's fast, responsive, and it keeps you engaged without being overwhelming. For riders stepping up from entry-level machines or coming from sportier backgrounds, this bike hits the sweet spot. What makes the 2025 Monster even more interesting is how it handles. Ducati's focus has been to reduce weight and increase agility, and they've done that by sticking with an aluminum front frame derived from the Panigale V4. It's short, compact, and directly linked to the engine, creating a stiff, responsive chassis that helps the bike feel planted and predictable through turns. The wheelbase is tight, and the steering geometry gives it that sharp, flexible nature. Whether you're carving through city traffic or leaning into canyon roads, the Monster responds with confidence. It's not twitchy, but it's quick, like the throttle mapping. Everything feels immediate but refined. Suspension duties are handled by a 43mm USD fork up front and an adjustable monoshock at the rear. It's not overly soft or track stiff. It lands somewhere in the sweet zone for aggressive street riding with the occasional spirited backroad attack. The Monster isn't pretending to be a full-blown race machine, and that's the point. Ducati has tuned the suspension to work for real-world roads, and in 2025, they've revolved the internals slightly to improve high-speed compression damping. The result is a more composed ride over imperfect surfaces without losing any of the feel riders expect. Braking is handled by dual 320mm discs with Brembo M4.32 monoblock calipers up front and a single disc in the rear. The bite is strong, feedback is clear, and it works with the standard Bosch cornering ABS system to keep everything under control. You can ride this bike hard and late brake into corners with confidence. Ducati's electronic safety suite in the 2025 model has also been refined, including traction control, wheelie control, and launch control, all of which are customizable through a TFT display. Speaking of the display, the 2025 Monster 937 gets a cleaner, brighter 4.3-inch color TFT dash. It's easier to navigate, and the interface is more intuitive, with improved contrast for sunny day visibility. It offers turn-by-turn navigation when paired with Ducati's smartphone app, along with Bluetooth connectivity for music, calls, and message alerts. It's minimal but modern, keeping the rider focused without feeling dated. Styling-wise, Ducati has kept the signature Monster silhouette but tightened it up. The tank is muscular, with more pronounced shoulders. The LED headlight retains the signature circular design but now features a sleeker DRL setup. For 2025, Ducati introduces new color options, including a stealth matte black and a bright GP red inspired by their MotoGP liveries. The tail section is short and aggressive, giving the whole bike a hunched, ready-to-pounce look. From a design standpoint, it's unmistakably Ducati, elegant and aggressive at the same time. Ergonomics are also a big part of the Monster's daily usability. The 2025 model continues with a relatively upright seating position, wide handlebars, and a seat height of about 32.3 inches. Ducati offers an optional low seat and suspension lowering kit for shorter riders, which brings it down to around 30.5 inches, making it surprisingly accessible. Foot peg positioning is slightly rear set, offering a sporty feel without forcing the rider into a cramped crouch. You can commute on this bike, ride twisty roads, or even take on longer highway stretches without discomfort. Fuel economy isn't usually the first thing you talk about with performance bikes, but it's worth noting the monster's efficiency. Riders can expect around 45-50 miles per gallon, depending on how aggressive the ride is. That gives you roughly 160-180 miles of range from the 3.7-gallon tank, which is solid for middleweight naked. Ducati also refined the engine's thermal management, keeping heat away from the rider better than previous models, is something city riders will definitely appreciate. On the tech side, Ducati hasn't held back. Ride modes include Sport, Touring, and Urban, each adjusting throttle response, power delivery, and intervention levels. For 2025, these modes are more refined, especially the Urban mode, which softens throttle delivery for traffic or wet conditions. Cruise control and a quick shifter are standard on higher trims, and available as options on the base Monster. For those who want a little extra flair, Ducati also offers the SP version, which features a lens suspension, lightweight wheels, and a termite-known exhaust system. The aftermarket support for the Monster is massive. Whether it's tail tidies, bar end mirrors, upgraded exhausts, or custom seats, there's a huge ecosystem of accessories and mods. Ducati even sells their own official accessory packs, including touring and sport kits that let riders personalize the Monster to their riding style. Think of it like tuning a car. You get the base machine, and then you dial in the details to make it yours. The 2025 Ducati Monster 937 sits in a sweet spot. It's not trying to outgun leader-class monsters, and it's not the beginner's toy either. It's a real-world street weapon that delivers performance, technology, and Italian design in one of the most accessible Ducati packages ever. And for people who love engineering, performance tuning, and visceral machinas, whether that's in two wheels or four, this bike is absolutely worth your attention. So while this channel usually breaks down the latest in cars, hybrids, and EVs, the Monster 937 shows us that performance and innovation aren't limited to the car world. It's all about how the machine makes you feel, how connected you are to the road, and how technology blends with passion. Ducati's nailed it again with the 2025 Monster. Light, fast, beautiful, and like the best vehicles, it's more than just transportation. It's an experience.